A founder walked up to me at a business expo not long ago, a sharp guy, good product, doing well by most measures. And when I asked him about his LinkedIn presence, he looked at me and said, I don't need it. I have enough sources getting leads. I smiled and then I thought about everything he was about to lose. Well, here's the thing. I'm not going to tell you that the founder was failing. He wasn't. His pipeline was full, his business was running, and by the conventional definition of success, he was doing fine. But fine is a dangerous place to be because fine means you haven't been tested in. Fine means the system is working until it isn't, and when it stops working, the founder with a no personal brand have nothing to fall on. No audience, no trust, no reputation that exists independently of their product. And that's the real conversation about LinkedIn. It's not about leads. You see, most people think LinkedIn personal brand is a lead generation tool. Post content, get inquiries, close deal, and that's it. And look, yes, it can do that, but that's the smallest thing it does. The founder who understand LinkedIn at a deeper level are building something worth far more than a pipeline. Let me break down exactly what that is. Step one, understand what you are actually building, and it's not following. When you show up consistently on LinkedIn, when you share your thinking, your process, your failures, your frameworks, you are not building a follower count. You are building a reputation that exists independently of your business. That distinction matters. Your business can have a bad year, your product can get disrupted, your market can shift, but your personal brand, the trust people have in you as a thinker, as a builder, a person worth listening to, that travels with you. It survives a bad quarter, it survives the pivot, and it survives the product that didn't work. Nikhil Kamath is a perfect example for this. Yes, he runs businesses, but his personal brand on LinkedIn and across platforms has become an asset so independent of any single venture that whatever he builds next, there is already an audience waiting to pay attention. And that's not lead generation strategy, that's a career long insurance policy. Step 2, leads get you the meeting. Trust get you the deals, the referrals, the partnership, and the investor. Here's what the founders at Expo was missing. He was thinking about the leads as an end goal, but the leads are just the beginning of the conversation. What happens in the conversation, whether the other person already trusts you, already respects you, already sees you as an obvious choice before you said a single word. That's what determines whether the meeting becomes the deal. When someone Googles you before a meeting, and they will, every serious person does, what do they find? If they find a LinkedIn profile that hasn't been touched in a 3 years, the company page with a 12 followers, you have already lost a layer of credibility before you walk in the room. If they find someone who has been consistently sharing smart thinking about the exact problem their business faces, you walk in already trusted. That's worth more than any sales script ever written. I mean, think about how you make decisions. When you are about to spend serious money on a service, a consultant, a product, you look at them, you read what they have written, you watch how they think, and you check whether the other people you respect seems to respect them. That process is happening to you too every single day, whether you are participating in it or not. Step 3, personal branding on LinkedIn compounds, and compounding is the most powerful force in the business. This is one that the founders who ignore LinkedIn consistently underestimate. A post you write today, if it's genuinely useful, if it shares a real insight from a real experience, can be found 6 months from now by someone searching the exact problem. It can be reshared 2 years from now, and when the topic becomes relevant again, it can be the first thing potential investor reads about you before you reach out. Content compounds, relationship compound, reputation compound. The founder who starts building their LinkedIn presence today will have a fundamentally different position in the market in 3 years than a founder who waits until they need it. And the brutal truth is, by the time you need it, it's too late. To build it quickly, trust is not something you manufacture in a crisis. It's something you accumulate over the time, post by post, insight by insight, and conversation by conversation. Seth Godin has been saying this for 20 years, that a marketing is no longer about the stuff you make, but about the stories you tell. LinkedIn is the most powerful storytelling platform available to the B2B founders right now. 1 billion users, decision makers, investors, partners, future employees, future clients, all in a one place, actively looking for people worth paying attention to. Step 4, start before you think you are ready, because the bar is lower than you think and the upside is higher. Most founders don't start because they think they need to have something profound to say. They don't. You need to share what you are learning, what you are building, what's working, and what's failed, what you wish someone had told you earlier. That's it. The real experience shared honestly is the rarest and the most valuable content on the platform. You don't need a content team, you don't need a video setup. You need 15 minutes, a clear thought, and a willingness to put your name on it. Start there, do it consistently. The compounding will do the rest. Gary Vaynerchuk had said it about a decade ago, and it has only become more true since that. Your personal brand is your reputation, and your reputation in a perpetuity is a foundation of your career and business. He built a media empire by documenting his journey before anyone else was watching. The audience came because the consistency was already there. You can't fake that. And here's where I want to end this, because I think the wrong question has been running this conversation for too long. The question isn't, do you need a LinkedIn to get leads? Maybe you don't. Maybe your referral network is so strong. Maybe your inbound is healthy. Maybe today you genuinely don't need another lead source. The question is, when the market shifts, when the referrals dry up, when a competitor enters your space with a more funding and a louder voice, do you have what they can't buy? Because a personal brand built over years of consistency, genuine presence, that is a one thing money cannot manufacture overnight. Start building before you need it, because the day you need it is too late to start. Let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe for more such content. See you in next one.